Hello everyone, this is Mark and I'm standing in front of my new Sprinter van. So as you may recall, maybe you've seen my videos before where I owned a 2017 Grand Sport Corvette in black. And I talked about the car and I talked about the reasons for buying it, what I liked about it, a couple things that I didn't think were so awesome. But I loved that car. And I recently sold it. And I sold it for a very good reason. I felt like that car was such a car for me and my personality that I was going to get myself into trouble for owning it. I often would go very fast in the car, 140, 150 miles an hour, just too fast. And there was just going to come a time where I lose control of that car and I get myself a ticket or crash it. And so I made a decision for myself that I was going to get rid of that car. So what I've done is embarked on, basically it's the same money, right around $60,000, 70, closer to 70 actually, with taxes and everything involved. But I bought this Sprinter van as a way of getting myself around, using it as a camper to go places in comfort, and also carry my tools around as an electrician. Now I don't know if the theory's gonna hold. I don't know if it's gonna be a perfect system, but this is what I'm doing. So I bought this. I'm going to show, let's see here. I'm gonna show the van as it is. It's a 2022 Mercedes Sprinter van. It's a good car. It's got 38,000 miles on it. The body's in very good condition. As you can see, it's white. It's a high roof model, and it's a short version. So I bought the short version because a man who works on these vans, or doesn't work on them, but builds them out as a van building operation, said that this is the one you need because if you get the extended ones, you may have more room inside them, but you can't park them anywhere. And so parking these vans in different places is a real challenge. Not for this one because it's relatively short. So it fits in most parking spaces. So let's go in and take a look at this. By the way, this van is a, let's see, let me get a view of myself so maybe I'll get myself in the picture properly. It's a 2-liter or 2.2 liter turbo diesel. So gets good mileage, should get good mileage, and be a nice car. So it's semi built out already. This one has a Esbacher diesel furnace, and it's controlled by a controlled by a thermostat back here. This is a bed arrangement, but it's also set up as as seating. I'm not real happy with that. I'm probably going to modify it. So here's right here is the system that controls the furnace. And this furnace is particularly cool in that it burns the fuel that's in the fuel tank. And I think we have a 24-gallon, well, 93-liter fuel tank filling with diesel fuel. So pretty cool. As you can see, it's got a nice ceiling here. We've got 2 fans, one that can blow up or back. It can blow either direction. And the same thing over here, same thing. So 2 fans. The base of this vehicle is the Mercedes, and this one happened to be a top of the line. So these are leather seats, lumbar support, heated seats. All the electronics on this machine is amazing as far as lane control. Now here we have a full shower, which I'm not sure is what I want to do. So I'm not convinced that that's the best way to do this. Shower, this tiny closet space, not satisfied with this. I'm thinking this needs to become closet space. There's this sink, cool, okay. Bed arrangement, whoops. Here's our refrigerator. So it can set up as a refrigerator, I can maintain temperature from, there's two. There's 40 degrees and 13 degrees for my freezer. This is kind of cool, little fire wire. Here's our freezer, and it is holding ice without melting. And I like these because it maintains the cold down in the chest. Here we have lighting, a couple of switches, and you can see that turns on the lights, turns them on and off. Seems pretty comfortable. Walls are insulated. I think it looks good. And here's another thing. This space above the driving area, these seats are easily swiveled around, and we've got here a method or an ability to block this whole view with a like a curtain arrangement, and I think it looks good. So this is a good starting point, and I'm going to, over the next number of months, I'm going to show what modifications I end up doing to this van to make it more user for me, or more appropriate for my use. Like, I really don't think I need this whole shower arrangement, but maybe I will like that shower arrangement. My thought now is that I'll go to Anytime Fitness, since I belong to Anytime Fitness and they have them in every town it seems. I'll take my showers in that place or in campgrounds where I go. This was also an interesting arrangement in that this van has, for its electrical system, it has two EcoSmart like emergency electrical systems, and it has two of them. So let me show you how this works. Let me set this down and maybe you can get a view of this. So here it is. Here it is, and right now I'm at 100% charge. So it's got solar panels on the roof that keep the unit charged up, and this is only half of the system. The other half is further back. So that's equivalent, each one is equivalent to 36 or 360 amp hours of battery power. So I have two of them, so I have 720 amp hours of battery power being charged by the solar system on the roof. Now, I can also charge it using shore power and plug in 120 volt plug to charge up the battery system, but I'm not sure I'm going to need that. We'll find out as I use it whether that's necessary. Now down here is the water pump, water heater on a 120 volt system, and back here is a water supply of 40 gallons. Now again, that seems excessive, but they have a 40-gallon water supply because they want to be able to take showers. Well, that seems like an awful lot of water for my purposes. Now if you look here, you see the storage area is greatly curtailed. It's almost non-existent. And my thought is that I would raise this bed up to about this level, remove all this, put the battery system up on the wheel well, mounted up higher, have a smaller water system, and put that up on the wheel well, and then open up this space here much bigger with maybe pull-out shelves or rolling drawers so that I can, so that I can have a more usable storage space for either going to work, jobs with my tools as an electrician, or putting in camping gear in there and using it as a camping system. So, not satisfied with the water system. I think there's too much water. Plus you have 40 gallons, 40 times 8 is what? Geez, that's like 500 pounds of water. Seems like a lot. Seems like too much. Plus it's definitely taking up a large amount of space. So I'm probably going to be rebuilding that. Then coming around to the side here, we have the gray water tank down there. And that tube, surprisingly, is this tube here is the pipe to go from the shower into the gray water tank. Seems like a complete waste. And then underneath the sink that I have inside is a 5-gallon water tank, and they have that gray water as if that's different from the shower water. So I'm definitely going to have to plumb in the sink down into the gray water tank. There's no reason to have another tank under the sink. I want to use that area under the sink to store things. So there's the van as it sits. Looks very comfortable. It's a diesel. I've already mentioned that. I think that it's going to work out real well for me. So it's kind of the opposite experience from the Corvette. You know, this is the actual location of where the Corvette used to sit. And instead of going fast, this car just comfortably drives along. Now, maybe one day I'll go back and buy another Corvette, but this is the idea now. Something that I can travel around in comfort, take it on camping trips, keep myself from getting tickets and possibly accident. So this is what I'm thinking now. And be interested in hearing your comments as I go through the process of rebuilding this van to make it more user-friendly for me. I'll make some videos describing it and showing the differences that I change or make to this van. So thank you for watching. Again, if you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. And this is Mark saying we'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.